Hi, I'm Andy Prefontaine for Family Leisure, and we're talking pool tables. Now, specifically, slate pool tables.
As founder and CEO of Family Leisure Incorporated, a family home and leisure products retailer, Andy Prefontaine knows a thing or two about running a successful business. With 9 locations across the Midwest and Southern United States, the company has grown to national recognition, thanks in large part to his leadership. But his business affiliations don't stop there. Andy is also the founder and CEO of Sierra Advertising and owner of Pendleton Pike Properties, Watson's Properties, and Watson's of Minnesota Properties.
I'm the first American businessman manufacturing recreational products in South Vietnam, working alongside many of our old allies and friends, employing thousands of Vietnamese, building pool tables, game tables, patio furniture, shipping them back to the United States to be sold in my Watson's Family Leisure stores all over the country.
Having his hands in many different organizations and activities dates back to his college days on the campus of Morehead State University.
When I enrolled at Morehead State University in 1967, it was my 3rd college in 12 months. The last thing on my mind was that someday I'd be inducted in the Alumni Hall of Fame. Now, I was confused, needed stability, and needed mentoring, and I found it here at Morehead State University. Now, I remember Dr. Doran's orientation speech as if he was speaking directly to me when he said, if you don't want to be a good student, if you don't want to conform, or if you just don't like it here, there's a bus and there's a train heading east and heading west. Get on it. He had my attention.
He quickly became involved on campus. Andy was a commissioned second lieutenant and member of MSU ROTC's first commissioned graduating class.
Now, when I was registering for classes, the fall of 1968, a Lieutenant Colonel, Thomas Harris, came up to me and said, hey, I'm forming a brand new ROTC, Army ROTC program here at Morehead State, and I need some upperclassmen. And I looked at him and said, I wouldn't be interested. He says, you might be. He says, I know you're a transfer student and you're a little bit behind in your hours. Now keep in mind, during that time, the Vietnam War was going on hot and heavy. And you had to maintain 15 credit hours per semester to stay in school. He told me that I was in jeopardy of being drafted directly out of school. As a matter of fact, within a few months, I'd be an infantry private serving in Vietnam. Now, I didn't know if he was bluffing or not, but he certainly had my attention, so I signed up. He said, after graduation, you'll receive your commission, and if the war's still going on, you'll be there. Well, by the time I graduated, the United States was de-escalating in Vietnam, and they simply had too many second lieutenants. So they assigned me to a reserve engineer unit where I served 6 years. Now, I had some regrets. Since I was a high school class of 66, and the class of 65, 66, 67, and 68 did the heavy lifting in Vietnam. I had lots of friends who were drafted, enlisted, and commissioned, and I salute all of them for their service, especially the 58,215 who made the supreme sacrifice in Vietnam.
He also served as the last president of Aquila, the social organization that was the predecessor of Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity.
Now, this assembly of different personalities and teamwork went a long way in the development of my business, my business career. I know we have a bunch of old Aquilas here this evening and some Pike brothers. And I say to all of them, party on.
His connections to his brotherhood and his alma mater are just as strong today. Andy has been a driving force in the fundraising efforts for the new Alumni and Welcome Center by making a significant donation to name the Prefontaine Tower, the grand entrance point for the building, and the Prefontaine Pavilion, the outdoor space for the facility. In addition to his personal commitment, He has also challenged his Aquila fraternity brothers to take part in the fundraising efforts.
Now, we sit here at the foothills of the Daniel Boone National Forest, and there are thousands of people that come through the city of Morehead every year. What better place to have a visitor center to showcase our beautiful university? Not just any visitor center, but one that emulates the beautiful architecture of Button Auditorium, the library, and Alley Young. A beautiful classic look, 16,000 square foot building. We need your help. As alumnus, as friends of Morehead State University, we need your assistance. This project's $6 million, and there's some naming rights. This is a perfect opportunity to leave a legacy, whether it be your business, your fraternity, your organization, your club, or as an individual. Naming rights on the building, the pavilion, rooms inside the center. What a great opportunity. So what I'm asking you to do, make a commitment this weekend. Talk to administrators here on campus, and let's move forward together on this project.
In addition to his philanthropic commitment to MSU, Andy gives back to many other causes that are near and dear to his heart. Now, I had a need to pay it forward. So I decided to work with some orphanages, and there's lots of them in Vietnam. But one in particular caught my attention, and it was the Sisters of Catholic Charities.
I have a dream, a song to sing, to help me come with anything.
They only took in blind and visually impaired children. The orphanage is called Nat Ong, which translates to most broken. I'd show up at the orphanage, bring a carload of gifts for the kids, a donation for the sisters, and the kids would sing songs, give me a couple of gifts of the crafts they had made. So the sisters approached me and asked if I could give them some financial help. Some of these youngsters, with a rather simple operation, could have the gift of sight. And so I agreed to that. So the next time I'm in the country, I walk in the orphanage and I see this previously blind little girl. And she comes running up to me, big smile on her face, gives me a hug, looks up and says, "Andy, I can see you." And at that point, I lost it. And as tears rolled down my cheeks, I thought of Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Harris and how he altered the course of my life. And he'd be proud of me that I'm finally serving in a different way in Vietnam. Life lessons learned at Morehead State University.
Andy's professional accomplishments, along with his desire to continue to give back to those around him, merit his induction into the 2016 Morehead State University Alumni Association Hall of Fame.
You know, when I was a student here, the last thing on my mind was someday I could be in the Alumni Hall of Fame at this great institution. That was not even a question. Not even a thought. Special thanks to Alicia Parker, Department of Philanthropy, Mindy, Kenna, Jesse, Allison, Alumni Relations, my buddy Jim Shaw, Vice President, University Advancement. By the way, Jim, thank you so much for allowing me to teach a business class, especially on a Friday afternoon. The students were great. Thank you. And of course, our president, Dr. Andrews, Dr. Wayne Andrews, our 13th Morehead State University president. He and his wife Sue joined us in 2005 and Dr. Andrews has announced his retirement commencing next summer. Dr. Andrews, we thank you, we wish you the best, and we're going to miss you.
Andy currently resides in Naples, Florida, with his wife Deborah, and is the father of 2 sons, Matthew and Kevin, and 1 daughter, Jennifer. Andy's love and loyalty to his alma mater will be forever known thanks to his commitment to name spaces in the Alumni and Welcome Center, celebrating the past, present, and future of Morehead State University. Andy Prefontaine.